before the fame. Sure, before the fame.
Before the fame, man.
You know,
before the fame.
You know, that's what life is like. So we.
First and foremost, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's important that people have platforms like this, first and foremost. You feel me? You know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of people want to be in front of the camera and be the artist or be in the mix, but we need people documenting. They don't get enough credit.
Yeah. That's real. Like, you know, that's why I started this because, you know, I was an artist. I'm still an artist, but, you know, not having someone following me with a camera and documenting and doing those things, I felt like it was important to have someone to do those things. So that's why I started before the fame, to catch a lot of people before on they come up, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to capture people when they're famous and shit and already on, but we want to catch you on the come up so we could have you tell your story. And if you are already famous, that's what we want to talk about. You know, what happened before you became famous. So today we want to talk about your story and, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on. So why don't you tell them, you know, first of all, who you are, you know, introduce yourself, and then tell them what was it like before you started doing music.
Okay, well, yeah, man. So my name is H88. That's what I go by. That's my producer name. I'm a co-founder of the Sound Gallery, also creative director of the Sound Gallery.
We at the Sound Gallery right now.
Yeah, so, you know, and what the Sound Gallery is, it's a music company. We specialize in 3 things: artist discovery, live events, and recording studios. So we got a location here in Philly. We got another joint in Tampa, Florida. And we trying to expand and open up more locations, you know what I mean? Before I started that, I was like a regular life. I was in college, going to Temple for business, finance, you feel me? I dropped out of college, financial aid, you know the story.
So let's just take a second, right? What was school like, you know? Because we all come from different backgrounds, you know, in various social and economic settings.
Right, absolutely.
And so what was college like, and, you know, thinking, and what would you gonna do with your future with that versus, you know, making you change into doing what you're doing now?
Well, honestly, college was a good time. The thing is, I didn't really know what the fuck I wanted to do after high school. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I always knew I wanted to be in music, but it was more of like a fantasy, like fucking going to the NBA or some shit, you feel me? So I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. So, and you know, the cliche, traditional story, you know what I mean? Your parents tell you, go to college. So I didn't know, I was just there to be productive. I didn't just want to be in the crib, not doing shit, or just be outside, not doing shit, you feel me? So I was just there for that. And then, you know, halfway through it, well, actually, while I was in college, the more I learned, I'm like, yo, I could really just do my own thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I had that shit in the back of my head the whole time. I didn't have the money to do it. So, you know, I dropped out of college. I started working.
So, you know, for those, like, you know, we hear the story to Kanye West and all of those college dropouts and things like that. But would you say that college, let's say like this, if you didn't go to college, do you think you would have still had the same mindset to make that transition to being that businessman and that
That's
entrepreneur?
a great question, because I want to say yeah, but you know how if you change one thing, your whole path would be different.
Yeah.
So probably not, honestly, you know what I'm saying? But I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, though.
Okay.
I definitely knew that. You know, I feel like if high schools were designed differently, it would solve a lot of issues, because, you know, there's kids in high school that know what they want to do, but they're pushed to go to college and to take out student loans just to follow the traditional path. Yeah. But if high school equipped kids to know, if I knew, like, this is what you need to do to open a business out of high school, I would have, you know what I'm saying? I might have said, fuck going to school, I'm going to stack my money up.
But you didn't know that until you made that step.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, it was regular life. I had a regular 9 to 5. I was actually, I worked at the IRS doing taxes and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, we all had our jobs.
Before I started my shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit was ass. Like, you know,
And you seen the money coming in. You seen
yeah,
different people's,
it was a solid
experiences.
little entry level position, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, um, you know, regular boring cubicle shit, seeing shit every day. I'm in there not even doing the work. I'm fucking on World Star and shit.
Like just fucking around, just collecting the check, but
exactly,
you know it was more there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
So let's say, well, when you were in school to making that transition, like what was the eye opener or the damn the awakening moment? You know what I mean? That was like, I can't do this no more. I gotta do something different.
So that's a great question. So me and my partner Marcus Black, shout out to my guy. He's running it. He's in Florida.
Shout out
and
Marcus
shit.
Black.
He in Florida running the Tampa studio. You know what I'm saying? Me and him started it together in Philly. Put our money up, opened the studio. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no clients or anything. We ain't know anybody in the music scene in Philly. We wasn't in the mix or any of that. We was fucking just outsiders on some real shit. I ain't know nobody in the music industry at all. You feel me? So we started it, and we always made music. So at first we was just cooking up our own shit, and slowly but surely, you know, we would market it, try different things, promote it, get clients, and I had a studio phone. You know, as soon as we opened the shit, I got a little cricket phone, just so people could call that. So the turning point was, you know, slowly but surely, it wasn't overnight, but it honestly was like a solid year and a half to 2 years. But it got to a point where I would be at my job during the day and people would call on the studio phone. Yo, what's good? I'm trying to record. And so I'm like, damn, like, why the fuck I'm even here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 1 p.m., my phone is blowing up during the middle of the day type shit. So that was the defining moment. It was like, what do you want to do? You want to go? Because I could have kept my job, you know what I'm saying? And continue to build a business at the same time. But I'm a little stubborn. I ain't want to be there anyway. So as soon as I saw that shit working, I was like, fuck it.
Time to make the move.
Trying to make it move, and I just quit, man. You know what I'm saying? And then to this day, I would definitely say that was the best move I ever made for sure. Like, I'm not rich. I'm not a fucking millionaire. Far from that. I'm not rich at all, you know what I'm saying? But the freedom and just the ability to control your own destiny and to do whatever you want day to day and to still generate money from your ideas and from, you know what I'm saying, being creative, is, you can't beat that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it was definitely one of the best things I ever did for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, you know, putting things in perspective for, you know, me and a lot of other people that are watching. You know, that it take dedication and time, and sometimes, you know, we go on one path that pulls us to another path.
Right.
You know, so now, like, let's talk about, like, what you have going on now, like, currently, like, you know.
Okay, so currently we got, like I said, we got the 2 studio locations. We also throw shows and events every month in different markets: Philly, Atlanta, New York. We got South by Southwest. We throw a show called Day Flow out there, you know what I'm saying, every year. So that's what we doing now. It's kind of like a mixture of those 3 things. It's throwing the shows, finding new artists, giving artists opportunities, different platforms, trying to help them break through, you know what I'm saying, at every level, from the recording aspect till they get on the stage.
So not only are y'all throwing events, but y'all giving back as far as giving knowledge and to some of these up and coming artists that are looking to get their feet wet or possibly get a door open for them in the industry.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying, for sure. You know what I mean? And then just trying to elevate that, man. Like I said, we wanna open up more locations. We wanna do more shows. We wanna do bigger events. You know, we want to break artists too, you feel what I'm saying? Working with artists, getting more hands-on on managing. I don't want to say managing, but partnering with artists and helping them monetize what they do so they can become full-time artists and make money off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point, we can be creatives all day and artists all day, but at a certain point, we got to understand that business is also an art. and business is being creative and finding out ways how to monetize what you do for fun is that's an
Hear
art
that?
form.
Dropping knowledge.
You feel what I'm saying? That's an art form. Monetizing whatever the fuck it is you do for fun. Monetizing that so that it pays your bills. I mean, isn't that's what everybody wants to do? So we trying to help artists do that, and just man, it's just expand. You feel what I'm saying? As well as me personally, expanding into other areas like me and my homie Adam. We just launched American Fresh clothing brand. We got some pieces coming out with that. You feel what I'm saying?
We
Trying
gonna
to
have
get
that on the next episode.
yeah, man. Trying to get more into executive producing shit, like shows and different content series, things like that. So the sky's the limit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what's up. I mean, we definitely are looking forward to whatever you got going on in the future, and we want you to keep us posted on that so we can pull up and definitely get some footage and show them what you have going on. Let's talk about some of the people that you have worked with, because since this is
Okay.
before the fame,
Right.
we know that you throw events. You said you throw events and shows. Has there been any artist that you work with that has made any noise in the industry, or or are there any artists after that? Are there any artists that you feel will be coming out that you've seen on some
Okay.
shows that they should be looking for?
Yeah, so it's a lot of artists that they should be checking out for. You know what I mean? Off the top of my head, I'm gonna just name a couple names that come to mind. But like on the rap scene in Philly, I think a few people could pop. Ignorant Youth is a group. They're fire. You know what I'm saying? Chiwetel, she's an R&B artist. She's very dope. You know what I mean? And there's people that's doing their thing. Ish Williams, Corey Lee, 7 Minutes to LA. They're up and coming production. You know what I'm saying? Duo or group actually. So they gonna be doing their thing. It's a lot, man. Fucking Mel, man, it's dope. My man OSSZs is dope. So it's a lot of artists on the come up that I fuck with. As far as artists that I work with, we booked a lot of artists over the years, like a ton. You know what I mean? We throw a lot of showcases where we'll put a ton of artists on, give a ton of artists a platform to do their thing. So we done shows with artists such as Rico Nasty, Valley Baby, like before they even popped and blew up. You know what I'm saying? Lil Pump, Smoke Perp before they popped and really blew up. You feel what I'm saying? And then we book artists as they're doing their thing as well. Asian Doll, Don Q, Key, you know what I mean? Dice Soho. We recently had last year on South by Southwest we had Flip De Niro and shit. That was before his big single. My man DJ Young Legend. Look that up, you know what I mean?
So from your perspective on the promoting side and
Right.
seeing things behind the scenes, is there any advice that you would give to artists that are looking to make to like really get their name out there on a performance level?
Absolutely. The best advice ever is this. If you're an artist and you want to get booked for shows, people always say, yo, how can I start getting paid to perform? Every show that you do, bring as many people as you can with you. I don't care if it's your aunt, your cousins, your homies, your girl, her friends. Rally everybody together, bring them out to the show because promoters pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, damn, homie brought 40 people to the show. Now you have value. If you're not pulling up with anybody, then it's like you still got to build to that level, to the point where you're worth booking and worth investing money in. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's a business. So, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to book an artist that can't bring a return or offer a return. So that's all you got to do. Now, some artists got it easier than others. They might already just have 50 niggas that rock with them, and they all gonna buy a ticket. It might be the dopest artist in the world. He might not have no friends. You feel me? Might not have that. But you gotta get out there and fucking be a politician and shake hands and kiss babies and pull up to
Almost
other
like
shows.
a salesman, because you selling yourself in the industry.
You gotta campaign. It's like politics, you know what I'm saying? You gotta campaign, man. Fuck with some other artists, pull up to their shows, gain some rapport with them, you know what I'm saying? So people can fuck with you, you know what I mean? So that's from what I see at my scale, you know what I mean, at the level that I'm at. We not on no Live Nation level yet, you feel what I'm saying?
But that's why this is, also a reminder, this is before the fame for everybody that's watching. Again, before the fame, you know.
Right.
So this is what we started a podcast with, so we could showcase and also give knowledge to people that are up and coming.
Right.
And it's not on that level yet, you know, and hopefully that one day they'll be on that level.
Right.
Because, you know, we see, like, again, you know, you see both aspects of the game.
Yeah.
And from that perspective, it's always good to give back and let other people know if they're going to use the knowledge, that's fine. If not, that's cool too. So, you know, so in retrospect, what would you say you have, like, as far as music-wise, production, as far as offering new artists, or even artists that can see, a lot of artists aren't new. A lot of artists have just been in the game and just haven't found their break yet.
Right.
So as far as some artists that have music out there already, and some artists that maybe have done shows and things like that, what would you give, type of advice would you give for them? You know, they could bring a few, you know, they could bring people out there, you know, to these shows, but they really haven't monetized on their music.
Right, so me and my homies was just having this talk in the studio, and I was saying how it's interesting that artists will spend, if you look at an artist's budget, an independent artist, we're not rich, everybody, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, you know, you are investing what you can afford to invest, right?
Yeah.
So think about if it was like a pie chart, think about how much artists actually put into promoting their actual content. They put money into the content. So artists will pay for videos, they'll pay for studio time, they'll pay for all of that shit, for fucking, you know what I'm saying, clothes, Balenciagas, niggas will pay all this bread for rentals, all types of shit for the content. But they won't invest a significant amount of money into, let's say for an example, a YouTube campaign to get their video more exposure, or a fucking Facebook, you know what I'm saying, campaign to get more people aware of their product. So my advice would be, look at it like a business, and, you know, really ask yourself, how much do I spend on marketing for my business? You feel what I'm saying? You have to spend money on marketing in your business. That's all a major label do. They just got the bag.
Yeah.
But if you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how you become known. You have to invest money into marketing so more people are aware of you over and over and over and over and over. It might take 10 years.
Yeah.
But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the blueprint.
But you gotta invest in yourself.
You gotta invest in yourself, in the actual showing people the work. You can invest in the work all day. You can have the dopest video, the best music, the best quality music, the new clothes, all that shit, the crazy will and the rental and the fucking video. But if it's not being pushed to people, who gives a fuck? Nobody's gonna see it. So you need to put that amount of money, you put like twice the amount of money as you would put into the content on the actual marketing.
Yeah.
And more people will see it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And if it's great and people fuck with you, that turns into more fans. That turns into, and it's all, you know, I'm still learning it myself, but we gotta use the power of technology, bro. You can sit on a computer and say, you can line your year up and be like, you know what? In August, I wanna perform in Charlotte. So fucking 6-7 months prior to that, you can target ads and campaigns to people that live in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then 8 months later, you fucking performing in Charlotte.
And they know, because they already was ready.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's not that simple. If it was, everybody would be doing it. But that's how you want to look at this shit.
Yeah.
And not just, oh, I'm about to kill him with this vid. And then you post it on your gram and all your friends see it, and that's it.
So what you saying also, so have a map or a blueprint of where you're allocating your funds as an artist.
Right, exactly.
And also,
and a scheduled calendar, plan your year out a quarter ahead of time, however much you can do it. You should have a plan.
Game
you should know what you're doing. You should know what you're doing 3-4 months ahead of time. Whether it's releasing a song, a project, releasing merch, performing somewhere, because this shit never ends. It's like a snowball. That shit starts small, roll it down the hill, get bigger, 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 bigger. You feel what I'm saying? If it stop, it's gonna melt.
Yeah.
You dig? I don't know, but
No,
that was we was smoking. You know what I'm saying? That might have been a little off.
But that's real.
But you
gotta
feel
keep
me? Gotta
going,
keep
is
the
what you're saying.
momentum, bro.
Got you. You gotta keep.
You gotta keep the momentum. Have content ready prior to your release. Everybody wants to, promote like coming soon. Fuck that. Promote your shit once the project is out. You know what I mean? Like, to me, in my opinion, that's the most important part of the cycle. It's not it's not before. It's while it's out. Because if I see a little clip of your video and it's like dropping next week, I'm like, all right, I might forget about it the next hour. But if I see a clip that says out now and I fuck with it, I'm gonna go watch it now. You feel me? So line your content up so that when you drop, you already got 5 videos on your hard drive. All you gotta do is press upload
And put it out.
and you keeping that shit rolling. So that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?
So if someone wants to utilize your services, as far as production,
Right.
recording, or even getting their music to a higher platform, how would they reach you?
Yeah, man. Just you can follow us on Instagram at The Sound Gallery INC. So The Sound Gallery Inc. on the gram, and just go from there. DM us. Go to thesoundgallerystudios.com. Hit us up. Email us. Come to the studio. Pull up. We can chop it up.
And that's 2 locations, right?
Yeah, one in Tampa, Florida, one in Philly, here in Philly where we at now, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? And thanks a lot, man, for having me on the platform. You know what I mean?
No
Real
problem.
shit, my G. Before the Fiend, any artists want to come up, fuck with this show, it's a good joint right here, you dig?
For the fame.
Tune in.
Holla at you. We out.